Hello, everyone. Let's arrive back into the space. Louder? Can I? Yes, I think that's better. All right. Let's arrive back into the space and quiet down a little bit. We're going to continue with the next brief session before we get to the panel. So if everybody could stop talking and reduce the volume slowly. Already getting better. I know it's a big crowd today and the room is small. Thank you. All right, I know you're all eagerly waiting for the panel. Before the panel starts, we're gonna have a quick winner announcement. So for everyone who doesn't know in this room, for the past week there was an MPP hackathon going on, sponsored by Tempo. If I can also get the picture on the screen, Chris. You don't see anything?
Hast du Markus?
Yeah. All right. Yeah, Vitalik and Balaji's panel is going to be right after this. And also thank you everyone for staying quiet. That's really appreciated. Yeah, so the last week there was a hackathon sponsored by Tempo on their new MPP protocol. And yeah, I'm going to keep this quite short. You're going to see two demos of the winners. So there was a prize pool of $15,000. We had two tracks, one applications and one infrastructure. And participants had 5 days to hack. So last night, this room was also quite full with people working on their laptops and finishing their projects. In total, 17 projects submitted. We had 27 hackers. And yeah, being part of the judging sessions, it wasn't easy to decide. By the way, you can use this QR code if you're interested. You can see a gallery of all the projects that submitted. And now we're going to have an announcement of the winners and a demo of the two first prizes of the respective track. So here are all the projects that submitted. Maybe we can have a brief applause for everybody who worked so hard this week. And yeah, let's come to the first track, applications track. And the second prize, because they don't know it yet, is TempoFlow. Congratulations. Yeah, briefly show your faces to the crowd who won the second place. And then the first place, who's going to demo here in a second, is TempVPN. All right, and now infrastructure track. The second place, again, doesn't know it yet, is Aqueduct. And the first place, they already know, is Agent Card, and they're also going to present in a second. All right, thank you everyone for participating. Please stay here, we will take a group picture after the two demos. But first, let's welcome Max to the stage to demo his first place project. Oh, perfect.
Hello. So short background, I run like a home assistant stack at home, and also OpenClaw, and like a task board. And then I thought about if I could turn my household tasks that I normally have, I don't know, buying tea or something, in and combine it with an agent that they can buy this for me. So basically, Agent Card makes it possible that agents can discover shop endpoints and the catalog, get a final quote, then the human approval, and then pay with Tempo and have a WooCommerce order. So with Tempo, you can approve the payment, but with this plugin that I built, it's basically goes into the WooCommerce plugin, and the agent card then quotes the comparison, makes the looks at the policies that you set up, then you give the approval, and has also audit, and then in the end, Tempo can do the payment. So how an agent or like how a shop would set it up is basically they install the plugin. Then there's a JSON endpoint that is exposed on their website, and then yeah, the agent can discover that. So a short demo. There's like a sample shop that sells some products. And this is the WordPress website or like the admin page for the plugin. So here you can set up the different variables like a wallet, and you have all the endpoints that are needed. And then here are the products. Like a shop owner can just normally manage them. And then here you see the endpoint that is especially for the agent. I got the feedback that it can also be optimized with Toon, I think, so it's like more token efficient, so I will have a look into that. But actually, the demo I can show you now. So for example, I can say, please buy my favorite tea. Then it has a look into the offers on the market, compares different prices, and then I can just approve it if I think everything is fine. And then it does the checkout. So it was bought. So now you can see here in the order portal that there was a new purchase of the tea. And here on Tempo, you can see also the transaction that was sent, if there's internet. Here, yeah. Oops. Here, yeah, basically, this is the payment. That's it.
Thank you, Max. And now, very quickly, we're gonna have Chris, the first prize winner of the infrastructure track, present his Temp VPN project.
Hi everyone. So this is what I built for the Tempo Hackathon. It's called TempVPN, and it's an agent service for ephemeral VPN sessions paid by the minute over MPP. And why? Because there's real censorship between regions. Let's say US and Europe, when you query something, you will get different data depending on your location. We want to keep our traffic private on unstructured networks or hide our real IP. And MPP helps on this because it can turn the infra into something that you can rent. And sessions are time boxed, so you can buy 5 minutes, 30 minutes, or 60 minutes, whatever that you want. And it's not a subscription, it's not an account, and when the timer ends, the session gets dropped. You don't need to do nothing about it. And the thesis is that an agent can pay for APIs, and it can pay for where it's going to be in the network. And how it works, we get a public endpoint, and in the public endpoint, when you reach to it, it will ask you for a challenge of payment that you can fulfill with Tempo. And after that, they will give you a response with the configuration, so you can set that in WireGuard. And how a request leaves the machine, we have our agent that is communicating to a socket that is local, and then that socket is connected to our WireGuard tunnel, and then after that is connected to a VPS, that then we do the translation of the address, and then it hit the internet. And what we propose is a ROS binary, because all of this that I'm saying is kind of like an abstraction. And we need to configure this after getting the response. And then our ROS binary will do that for us. And then this that we have on the right is like the magic prompt that we will take our agent that will be buy with Tempo 30 minutes of VPN. And I have here a demo. I think, yeah, that's okay. So that's the public endpoint, and we will see that it's payment required. Here we can see our Berlin, Germany flag. And the skill can be preload, but for the sake of the demo, I'm telling it to load it right now. So let's just give it a minute so it's loading the skill to understand how it can digest this endpoint. So now is the prompt that is buy with Tempo 30 minutes of VPN. It can be whatever minutes that you want. And we need to give it a second because it's doing all the configuration, the routing. And of course, it asks for the root because it's network. There's ways of abstracting that, but right now we already get the output, and we can see the Germany flag, and if we refresh, we get the USA flag. So now we are routing to a US node. And what's next? So for the MVP, we did with a node in the US, but anyone can run this. Like if you get this ROS binary that is actually in the QR, that's the GitHub repo, and I would appreciate it if anyone can put a star on it. But if you go to the repo, then you know how to set it up, and then if you run it, then you can get paid by someone in order to route this traffic. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chris.